Hi, I'm
Hi.
Dana.
Hi, I'm Kasia. Nice to meet you.
Hi. Well, before we get started, I wanted to let you know that whatever you say in this room is going to remain between me and you because I want you to feel comfortable and trust me. Um, if I feel like you're in danger to yourself or others, then I would have to take certain precautions. But other than that, feel comfortable to say how you feel and what you want to say.
Thank you.
So I hear you're having trouble with your roommate.
Yes. I went to boarding school, and I've had a couple roommates throughout high school and my boarding school, and I've never really had a problem with them, like minor problems. But nothing is major right now. I feel like there's a lot of, or not a lot of respect between the two of us.
How so?
Not necessarily between the two of us, but her towards me. And I've thought about like my actions and the things that I say to make sure that I'm not being like disrespectful back to her. But I just feel like she's invading a lot of my space and taking things that don't belong to her that are like mine, and eating food out of my fridge without asking. And
she goes into your fridge and eats your food?
Yeah, she'll like take my clothes without asking, or just like throw her books on my bed, and just kind of behaves like the whole room is hers.
I see.
And I don't know, it's been kind of difficult because I've tried talking to her about it without being too confrontational because I hate confrontation.
Well, how did that go? Did you sit her down and talk to her?
She was in her room, and I just came back from class one day, and I was like, hey, can we talk? I just want to kind of go over like some things that are bothering me. I feel like there's not a mutual like respect level between the two of us, and like please let me know if anything I'm doing is bothering you, but I just don't really like that you're going through my things and taking up this whole space like it's yours. And like I understand that maybe it's hard for you because like in high school a lot of people had their own rooms like at home, and so you can like behave like that. But I just don't really know how else to handle this situation.
Well, that was definitely a good start. How did she respond to you approaching her like this?
I think she was a little bit embarrassed and also a little bit in denial. So it's kind of like a half of both. Yeah, like saying that she didn't do those things, or
I see. Okay.
And like I can't like really have proof because that's like hard to give.
Yes.
There were a couple things that she admitted to, but they weren't really the big things. And so
big things like eating
eating my food, but
clothes.
like taking like a sticky note or like a stack of sticky notes off my desk like, isn't as big of a deal to me. But things like putting her stuff on my side of the room, or taking food out of my fridge, or wearing my clothes,
I can see how that's a big deal.
And so I don't really know kind of how to approach the situation anymore because it's continued even though I've talked to her.
Is that the only way you approached her? You just talked to her that once?
Pretty much, because I feel kind of nervous to get the RA involved because I don't want her to think that I'm being kind of,
I see.
What's the word? Tattletale.
Like attacking her or something?
Yeah, like attacking her, because I know that sometimes people can have situations where like once they get the RA involved, they like behave worse. So I just don't really know.
Well, it all depends on how you approach it. If you could speak to your RA, and your RA has training in this, so they should know how to handle a situation like this. And maybe you and your RA and your roommate can sit down and tell your roommate this. Tell your roommate that you're not trying to attack her. You just feel like the last time you talked resolved nothing, and you wanted to have the RA involved to help you guys resolve this situation, and that you're not attacking her or putting her on the spot in any way. Like, try to clear the air first before you dive into the situation.
I was also thinking about maybe trying to redo the roommate agreement to make it more, I don't know, because I feel like at the beginning when we do the roommate agreements, they're really vague because we don't really know each other and like our habits. But maybe now, and I know that maybe doing the roommate agreement won't change anything for her, but it'll kind of
it would help
be evidence that she can't do some things.
Yes. That's definitely a good idea. It's a good idea to do that, because now you've got to know each other more and time has
And
passed.
I feel like I don't want to spend a lot of time in my room because of it, because she's always there.
Oh,
And so she's,
that's not. But you
because
should
she's
feel
like taking
comfortable
up her
in your own
space,
room.
yeah.
Mhm.
And so I haven't really been able to figure out how to handle it in the right way. Because I really hate confrontation.
Well,
I felt embarrassed when I had to talk to her, even though I had
Mhm.
done nothing wrong.
yeah,
And so,
yeah, I can see how that's hard. No one really likes confrontation that I know of. It's not a fun thing.
yeah.
So, but you don't. It doesn't have to be confrontational. It can just like I said, get your RA involved, and because they should know how to deal with this, and just like tell her how you feel. Tell her that you're not trying to punish her or put her on the spot or attack her or anything like this. And or if you don't want to get the RA involved yet, maybe try to sit her down and talk to her again and tell her how last time you feel like it didn't help, and this time she's still doing things that bother you, and you see it, and maybe she doesn't see that she's doing this because maybe with her friends or something like that, she might feel really comfortable and they do stuff like this all the time.
Right.
So she might not just feel very
Sorry, I was
comfortable.
very confused as to why this is closed.
So maybe sit her down again and try to see where she's coming from, because she might not even realize that she's bothering you or that
Yeah.
she's like disrespecting you in any way.
And what do you suggest if like the RA talking to her doesn't really help?
Well, if talking to her and the RA at the same time doesn't help, go back to your RA and ask them what the next step is,
Okay.
because they should have certain guidelines and like rules to follow. And if the situation gets out of hand, and if the first approach doesn't work, then your RA might have another approach
Right.
that you guys can take. It might involve going to a counselor like myself and you, like a joint
Group
meeting,
kind of meeting, okay.
group meeting, and talking together.
I'll try that. It's just weird because when I was like in high school and boarding school, I had a similar situation. It wasn't as extreme, but I talked to her and like the issue was resolved, and she kind of like
Mhm.
wasn't aware that she was doing it, and she was really apologetic.
Yeah.
And so I guess it just depends on the person
Yes, exactly.
and
It
like their
depends on the
awareness and
person.
their level
Mhm.
of kind of respect and understanding space.
Again, she might not even realize that she's doing it. Like your old boarding school roommate, she didn't realize that she was doing this. Your new roommate might not realize that she's
Yeah.
doing this. And so it all depends on the person. It's all different situations. So definitely talk to your RA, and maybe talk to your RA first. Tell them what is going on, and maybe talk to your roommate again without your RA. Or if you want your RA involved and you feel more comfortable that way, and then sit her down and have a casual conversation. It doesn't have to be like these are the rules, and if you don't abide by them, you're punished.
Right.
It doesn't have to be like that. Any confrontation,
Yeah, it just makes me nervous. That's all.
you don't have to be nervous. It's your space. If you feel disrespected, then you should advocate for yourself
Yeah.
and defend yourself. But
Hopefully
you don't
not.
have to attack the person at the same time. Just talking to them. Talking can resolve the situation.
I think what also makes me nervous is that there could come a point where she starts like damaging my things, and I've heard of people like that.
Is it
happen.
at that point?
No, but I'm scared that could happen because I've made her aware of it and she doesn't seem to care. So I know that like if I keep bringing it up, maybe she'll just get so upset or angry at me for bringing it up that she could start or just, like stealing my things and not really like returning.
Do you
it.
think she would do that?
I don't know.
You
It's
know.
possible. So I don't know.
Maybe you should talk to your RA and
Yeah.
tell them your fears and how you talked to your roommate before and it didn't work out.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Did this help?
Yeah, I mean, I'm gonna go talk to my RA now, so I'll see how that goes.
Okay, great.
Thank you.